Look, I'm here in New Hampshire to talk about the budget I released today that would, what I think, help in a big way. As you just heard, Rose, many heard her say, many Americans pay for prescription drugs more money than anywhere in the country. If I got you on Air Force One with me and flew you to Toronto, to Berlin, to London, to Rome, any place in the world, with the same prescription you might have for whatever you need, no matter what it is, and we could, by the same company, you could get it in all those cities. And guess what? It costs you between 40 and 60% less. That's a fact. That's not hyperbole. That's a fact. And it's wrong. And guess what? I've been trying for years and years, the U.S. Senator, to end it, and I'm ending it now. Through the Inflation Reduction Act, the law I proposed and signed, not one Republican, I might add, voted for it, we finally beat Big Pharma. Caps total prescription drug costs for seniors in Medicare at $2,000 a year, even for expensive drugs. Maximum. Right now, for example, this is already passed. I got it passed already. We got it passed. That beginning in the next year, at the end of this term, what's going to happen is the cost for all of the prescription drugs for seniors, including cancer drugs that cost $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 a year, will not have to pay more than $2,000 a year, period. Working with Maggie and Jeannie, I want to cap prescription drug costs to $2,000 a year for Rose and for everyone, not just seniors. It could be transformational, but that's not all. Instead of paying as much as $400 a month for insulin for seniors with diabetes, you now only have to pay $35 a month. Well, you know why we did that? I've been fighting that a long time, too. I bet every one of you knows somebody who needs insulin for diabetes, yourself or somebody else. Well, it costs as much as $400 a month. You know how much it costs to make that? $10, T-E-N, $10. And the guy who came up with it, he didn't want to patent it because he wanted to make sure everybody had access to it. So if you add everything, including the cost of packaging it, it's $13. They're still making 3 times more than they would ordinarily. They're not getting cheated. They're just going to pay what other people pay around the world. And now with Jeannie's leadership and Maggie's partnership, that's not the entire, and the entire delegation that's here, I want to cap the cost of insulin at $35 for every American. Every American. When I first got it passed, it included all Americans. When we got it reauthorized, the other team wouldn't do it, so only for seniors. Look, for years people talked about this, but we finally got it done and gave Medicare the power to negotiate lower drug prescription costs, just like the VA's been able to do for veterans for a long, long time. It's not just saving seniors money, it's saving every taxpayer money. It's cutting the federal deficit, just what we've just done so far. Cut the federal deficit over time by $160 billion. That's $160 billion Medicare does not have to pay out because they're paying a rational price for this drug, not just this exorbitant price from before. Look, this year Medicare is negotiating lower prices for some of the costliest drugs on the market that treat everything from heart disease to arthritis. That's in the law that we've already passed. Now it's time to go further and give Medicare the power to negotiate lower prices for even more drugs over the next decade.